Hey everyone, good evening. So today we are here to do a new project. So the project will be basically building an in-ground garden bed, an extension to what we have, and I'll show you step by step what we plan to do. This is the location we have decided to extend our bed. So here is the existing bed, to the right. It's a kind of an L shape. So we did some measurements, and this is what it's in our plan for extension. So there's a couple of things we want to do. It will be a couple of days to do this. It's already evening. So today we're going to water the ground, and then we're going to dig. We're going to remove the soil, and it's going to be an effort. It's going to be an interesting effort. I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, wish us luck on our new in-ground garden bed extension. So a few things we plan to do today. We're going to remove these stones you see in the bottom. We have to remove the black sheet that prevents the weeds from growing. We have to take off this fence and extend the fence, and then we're going to water this this patch of ground, make the soil nice and wet, and then we're going to dig and get out all the soil, the grass, and then yeah, we'll at least lay the stones. So I've got these sort of stones from Home Depot, so we're going to lay it up with stones. Probably we'll need more stones, and that's the plan, and we're going to begin. Bye for now. So we have now removed the stones, as you can see, remove the black sheet. Just some simple tools we used, and now I'm going to water the ground to make it wet and easy to dig out the grass and the dirt. So this will just help make it easier for us to dig and not put too much effort. So just soak the ground really well, minutes, and then it'll be easy to dig out and fill it up with fresh soil. Welcome back. So it's now getting dark and we need to stop our work on the in-ground garden bed. I wanted to show you how much we have progress, but before that I wanted to show you the basic. So here is our good old garden shovel, the most important tool which helps dig out all the dirt. And then we have a couple of hand tools, hand shovels. These are really helpful. And then we have a wire cutter. We need that for cutting the wire fence. And finally a good old pair of gloves, a stool to sit on, and then yep. So now let me take you to what we've done so far. Yeah, before that I just want to let you know that it goes without saying, in-ground garden bed is much more work, and it is tiring and taxing. So be prepared, and if you're living in places with hot weather, preferably start towards the evening like we did where we live in Texas, and that saves you a ton of energy. And you need at least 2-3 hours in a sitting to get enough stuff done, so plan accordingly. And let me show you. So this is the fertilizer I was mentioning about in my previous videos. So Miracle-Gro raised bed and in-ground soil. So for both the raised bed and the in-ground bed that we're creating, we can use this. This is excellent for fruits, vegetables, herbs, trees. Yeah, so fruits and vegetables is our focus. Herbs, so yeah, it's really good for all that. So yeah, this has been really good for us. We have used this before, we like it. And you get these big bags in Costco, Home Depot, Yeah, most of the stores will have this. We like this particular brand. And then, so if you look at the bed itself, right? So from the video showed you a little time back, you would see the plain ground. Now we've dug it up. We've even lined it up with stones. I'd shown you the stone we got. So yeah, we've lined it up with these stones. You can get these sort of stones too. These are nice too. But yeah, we got a different one this time, more flat. And we lined up with stones, dug up all the weeds, grass, and here's where it is. So we need to flatten this out later on. Yeah, we're too tired right now, so we're going to do this later. So I've spread it out. There's a flattener tool I'd got in, I believe, Lowe's, and I'll show it to you one of these days. But yeah, that's helpful in flattening out soil. It's a bit heavy, but it helps you even out and flatten out, especially for cases like this. You'll see there's more soil we dug out. So I put it on the other side of the bed, spread it out. I'll use the flattener there. I'll use the flattener here. So yeah, so that's the soil we took out. Then we fill it up with Texas topsoil, which I had shown in a previous video. And I think we need 2 more bags of that, and then along with this fertilizer. Plus, like I said earlier before, you always want to mix the local soil as well. So the local clayey soil, we have put in some of that here, but we made sure that this local clay soil doesn't have any grass on it. So that's about the composition of the bed itself. And then, like you'll see, this is a blackberry plant which has existed. We put this before, so yeah, we've just been careful not to disturb the plant much. And here's a blueberry plant. So we have these 2 plants, and hopefully they'll do better now that we're putting in a lot of fertilizer and surrounding it with a garden bed. And last but not least, the fence. So like you can see, we have extended the garden fence, and what used to be here, we just basically, yeah, you can see better. So what used to be here, we just moved it out here, and eventually we will extend it and surround this bed. So that's all for today, and I'll come back with more when I get more soil and things. So probably tomorrow, or yeah, one of these days, when I've completed the bed, I'll post again on that. Till then, yep, bye. So I'm getting ready to wind up for the day. I'm going to wash my tool set, and the one thing I wanted to end with was when you decide on whether you want to do a raised garden bed like the ones put previously, or if you want to do the in-ground garden bed like the one we're working on right now. It's purely personal choice. The pros and cons. Just a few things that stick out. So depends. The first thing is what you want to plant. So plants like okra, radish, carrots, potatoes. Yeah, basically plants that deep root system, or underground, below the ground vegetables. For those, you could say that an in-ground garden bed is good, and that's what we do. So okra, basil, radish, carrots, and the likes we put in the in-ground garden bed, and that's what we plan to put more of. Those things like lettuce. So all of that will go in the in-ground bed, and in our raised bed, it's going to be a lot of creepers. So those traditionally grow well in raised beds, and we've seen that. So a lot of creeper plants, vegetables like the gourd variety, bottle gourd, snake gourd, rich gourd, a lot of Indian vegetables, and grapes as well. So yeah, it just depends on what you're trying to do. And yeah, the other thing, of course, it's definitely easier to build a raised bed versus in-ground bed. And yeah, the third thing is maintenance. In-ground beds are hard to maintain. The weeds will creep in, and so maintenance is the other thing. So the one thing with the weeds, with almond in-ground bed, please make sure to put this sort of a black sheet, which we have done just around the edges of the bed. That will help prevent weed growth near the bed and basically cut off the bed from weeds. That helps a lot. So happy gardening. I'll end here for today. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.